Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Sam's Financial Corner. And today we're going to look at bank statements. It's something we all get. We all get the notification, hey, your bank statement, or some people, you still get them mailed. And we don't take the time to read them and look at them and analyze them. And it's very important that we do, because no matter what, transactions can be wrong. We can miss things. And I remember seeing a news report where a bank accidentally deposited $1 million into this guy's bank account, not once but twice. And of course he was very honest about it. He said, look, this isn't my money, and it was because his account and another business account, it was so very close, and even their names were, I believe, very similar. So though anything can happen, so we're just going to go into what to look at or how to look at your bank statement. So I'm looking at mine right now. So that's why if you don't see me looking here, I'm looking over here because this is where my laptop is. And so it gives me my name and address. It gives you the time period for the transactions. And of course, they tell you where to go to call, sign in, service hours, if you're moving, things to let them know, etc. They also will tell you important notifications as disclosures and rights and obligations, which is on this one, and certain provisions and things that they're doing, because laws are always changing. They may change and update business practices. Unfortunately, sometimes there are lawsuits, things that happen, and they're like, hey, okay, well, this has happened, so now moving forward, we're going to be doing things this way. So they'll give you these notifications. They may email you as well, but they'll put these on the statement. So, and they give you numbers to contact them, if you have disputes with numbers, if it's lost or stolen, numbers to call, etc. So when you look at your checking account, because this is where we're going to look at your checking account. So your checking account will give you your beginning balance, any deposits, any other additions, and then it'll give you checks and other deductions and your ending balance for your period. So your checking account is going to cover those four things: the beginning balance, any deposits, any withdrawals, and then the ending balance. And so what you want to do is, as always, so the first section gives you activity detail and give you deposits and other additions. They may call it something else, but normally it's going to be that. So it's listing all of the deposits that I received during the time frame of the period, not for the month. And that's very important, because I've had people say, my bank statement is wrong, it's not showing this. And I'm like, of course it's not, because it's not, you're thinking for the month. Sometimes the period can be for a month, and sometimes it can be over a different time period. So make sure that you really pay attention to the time period. That's very important. So with that, it lists all of the additions, which I don't have a problem with, that were deposited into my account. Then it lists all of the deductions. And of course, our deposits are far and few, especially if you're just getting your paycheck. You're just most likely going to have two deposits, unless there's something else, somebody gives you money or whatever else. You're normally just going to have those two, but you could have more depending on if you have other side businesses, other income, etc., deposits, whatever else. Then your deductions, which is going to be a lot. And what you always want to do when you get your statement is go through them. But you can also log in to your account. And while some people have it where they log in and check their balances, it's a great time to go in and check your purchases and to make sure that when you're looking at things, it's you. So as I'm looking at my purchases, I'm like, yep, this is all me. This is all me. Dear God, this is a lot, but this is all me. This isn't anybody else. So then, once we go through deposits, of course, go through the withdrawals and see all of the transactions that have taken place. And as I've already looked through this. So I know that all of this is in order. This is fine. This is all completely me. And you want to always, always, always make sure that things are always you. You want to always make sure that it's not something else like, oh, I didn't do this, oh, I didn't know this. No, 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 no. You always want to make sure, and the minute you see something, you got to say something. I know sometimes we sometimes like, oh, I'll do it later. No, no, no. But especially when it comes to our money, anytime you see any type of discrepancy, you want to make sure to say, hey, this isn't me. This is not me. This needs to be rectified right away, and make sure you stay on top of it. And then it also gives me what are the daily balances. And for me, that's the end of the statement. Again, your checking account statement is going to list your beginning balance, your additions for that time period, any deductions for that time period, ending balance, and sometimes it'll have checks. If you had checks, it'll list the check and the amount, and it'll give you daily balances. For your savings account, it's just basically going to be like the same thing. It's going to tell you your beginning balance, it's going to tell you your ending balance, and it's going to tell you if there are any deductions or withdrawals. And with your savings account, there's normally an interest rate, so it'll tell you, okay, and for this period you've earned X amount of dollars or cents, depending upon how much you have saved in your account. So those are just the basics. Always, especially with your checking account and checking accounts, because I want to make sure I say, because sometimes you have more than one checking account. Some people have multiple for various reasons, and that's fine. So whatever it is, you want to make sure that you're reviewing your statements and looking at their accuracy, because mistakes can always happen, and you want to make sure that you stay on top of those things. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.